Hey guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video. Today we are looking at Prison Simulator, the prologue, which is the pre-release to the full game. So far, I really like it. This came into early access on the 20th of May, and basically you play a prison guard and you have to go through duties, keep the prison in order, try and gain respect, and earn some money on the side. I've only played like the first little bit of the introduction just to get a feel for it, because there is a lot to this game. And it seems really well. It plays very, very well indeed. It seems like there's been a lot of research been done and a lot of time taken on making it so that it kind of flows. I really like it. I could quite see me getting into this game quite a lot. But we'll jump into options and then we'll get into it. I'm going to try and start a new game and show you, because it doesn't seem like I can continue. There didn't seem to be a save feature, which is completely fine, because like I say, it's just a prologue, but I want to show you the character creation and the way that you can make your gangs and everything. So let's do that. Let's have a look at the options first. Actually, really impressive options menu. You've got your VSync, you've got your frame rate, you've got motion blur, which you can switch off. You've got all these shadows and things that you can have on high. I don't know what chromatic aberration is, but I'm not going to touch it. Your controls seem fully rebindable, which is nice. And then you've got like your difficulty, you've got censorship if you want it on, because obviously there is going to be very adult film themes in this game. You've got your difficulty that you can choose and your language. Now, one thing I will say is that the speaking, the voice acting is all in what I can only assume is Russian, but I could be wrong. But it's not in English. So the writing's in English, but the voice acting isn't. And that creates a bit of a problem in the character creation. But you'll see that in a second. But other than that, I'm really impressed with it. So let's jump in. We're going to show you what the character creation's like, and then we will jump into the actual game. There will be some tutorial bits, because like I say, it will start you from the beginning, but it will give you a good idea of how the game plays. Alright, so the character creation isn't actually a character for you. You never see you are just the guard. But what you can do is you customize the prison how you see fit. And that's really cool. You can name each of the inmates. You can name their first and last name. You can choose their voice. You can choose what they look like. You can choose their skin and different helmets. And you've got to make 16 of these. Now, this is where the voiceover can be a little bit not ideal. Because if you hit the randomize button this way, instead of doing randomize all, if you hit randomize and then lock, the voice that it chooses actually goes over. And it creates this like mass voice sensory overload, if you like. So I don't know, when randomizing, it would be nice if it didn't come up with the voice, but that's the only thing that I would say. Also, there's only one sort of topless kind of model, and it would be not, well, there's two different models that you've got that are topless. The rest of them are all sort of in their jumpsuits. And, you know, it'd be nice if they had like a fat dude with his shirt off, just for inclusion, you know. Just because you got your shirt off doesn't mean you got to be a muscle-bound prick. Just a personal thing here. But I like it. It would also be nice if they had more tattoos, right? If they had more sort of, just more. But again, it's in early access, so they may end up adding to that. So you're just going to randomize all. And yeah, it's alright. Like, for a customization of your jail, your prison, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It would be nice if they had a way to change what the crime was and to change, you know, their character. That would be kind of cool. And also, like I say, guys, there are some sensory things here. Some of the things that have been put inside for are quite harsh, so trigger warning for that. But then you lock it all in and you finish, and then it takes you to the gang creation, which is again pretty cool. So you can change the logo of the gang to whatever you want, and then you can change the name of it. and then you can add the members, or you can ultimately just randomize all. So again, there's this nice dynamic that you can literally create every aspect of this prison to your desire, and I like that. That's really cool. And then you just finish, and you start up. Now, loading times are actually really good on this game as well. For how in-depth it is, I'm quite impressed. Like, it doesn't take very long at all. I'm going to disable tutorials here because I don't want you guys to go through it all. And then, yeah, so you walk around. Graphically, it's not bad. Like, textures are good. There's a decent amount of detail. You know, it doesn't look amazing, but it's a prison. It's not supposed to. You can talk to each people, and you've got choices that you've got to make as well. The one thing I would say is that the blue is incredibly hard for me to see. I don't know whether that's just because of the fact that it's on like a backdrop that's not ideal, or whether it's my color blindness. Maybe having like a black border around the text wouldn't be a bad idea. But yeah, like, I like the fact that there's text, so you can get to know each character of the game, each of the guards. You can make choices and see what happens. And then, yeah, you just go through and you do your tasks. Now, the first task it gives you is to check your prisoners in. Which is okay. It's not terrible. Like, it's monotonous, but it's what you'd expect from a simulator game, right? So it's monotonous, but not in a bad way. It's a job. And if you were to say, oh, you've got to now go and check this character in, you've got to check this, this, and this. In any other context, it's the same as any simulation game. If you were to say it out of context, you'd be like, well, that's boring as fuck. Why would I do it? But when you're getting into the roleplay of the game, it's actually quite fun. And it doesn't hold your hand too much. Like, it tells you what to do, but it doesn't tell you what you've got to check for. You've got other duties that you've got to do as well, which the matey boy here tells you. But yeah, so I quite like it. Like, I can very much see me getting into this game, and I'm quite excited for the full release, honestly. Again, it looks good, it plays well. I can only imagine the chaos you're going to get into if you have gang riots or just prison riots in general. If you start doing some shady shit on the side to make some cash and you get caught. Like, there is a ton of potential for this game to be just chaotic. Like, you can go down, you can be a straight down the wire prison guard, or you can just be a shitbag and just, you know, beat prisoners up and make their life a misery. Big fan. Big fan. But let me know, guys. Let me know if this is the sort of game that you would get into. Would you sit and would you want to play as a prison guard in a game? Are you a fan of these simulators that seem to be taking up every aspect of every job ever? I mean, we've had gas station simulator, we've had barn cellar thing simulator, we've had it all. Now, the simulation genre is getting a bit oversaturated. Like, I don't know, but this for me is one that's been done pretty well. It's not obnoxious with it. The text could probably do with being a bit, I don't know, a bit more easier to see. You've also got a respect thing in the bottom left-hand corner. So you pick up your paper, and then this is what I mean. So to check them in, you've got your ID card here, you've got your fingerprints here that they took, and then the new ones that you take. So you've got to basically cross-examine everything and check them in if it's right. So you've got your ID number here, which is fine. He's in block A, which is fine. The fingerprints look identical, which is fine. And then you basically put it down and you stamp it with a yes, because we're going to accept this prisoner in. And then you have to take their items, search them, which I think is pretty cool. That's not cool. Are we taking, do we take contraband? We are going to take that. Yes. There you go. So you search it and you find and see if there's anything in there that shouldn't be, which is pretty cool. And then glasses. And the other good thing that I've just realised is that the prisoners are procedurally generated, because I didn't have this on the first one. I had a different guy and everything was fine. So that's kind of cool. I like that. We're gonna be taking that off you as well. No mercy, nothing special, but I can't live without it. We're gonna go hardline. We're gonna go hardline here. We're gonna search him again, see what he's got, just to see. Okay, and then we're gonna put that down there, and then we give him stuff. Search prison. I already have. So I've had to search him 3 times, which is a bit weird. So yeah, you've also got levels. I don't know what you get at levels, whether it's more money, whether it's more money per day. But there's a lot to it. Like, there is a lot in this game. And I'm a big fan, like I say. Big fan. But there you go, guys. That's my first impressions. Dive into it. Tell me what you think. See what other jobs they've got. See what other duties you've got to do day to day. See what sort of contraband you find on your prisoners. Obviously, with them being procedurally generated and the different prisoners that you get each time you start the game, the way that you make them look and stuff, maybe that changes what you find. It'd be interesting to see how many combinations there are. But yeah, I'm liking this. I think it's really good. Check it out, guys. It's Prison Simulator Prologue. The early access came out on the 20th of May. New release or full release of the game to come very soon. Check it out. Let me know what you think. And leave a comment down below in the comment section as well. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you like what you see. And I shall see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Ciao, ciao.